Previously on Raider Power, Texas Tech Soccer.
Run in there, take her on!
He's a really intense coach, obviously, like, you know, when he's coaching us and stuff. And I mean, that's how he is he always wants us to be really intense and really competitive and very energetic. And I think that's exactly how he is as a person.
High energy, super positive when the players do well, but not afraid to be critical when something needs to get better.
That intensity in games and in practice, and that's something that's helped us through and helped us get so many wins, is just his competitiveness and his leadership.
Casey, great touch forward there.
I would say committed. He's committed to the cause, and whatever that cause might be. On game day, he's leading the cause from the sideline from the standpoint of he is, you know, making sure we're getting the most out of our players.
Tiffany, great job. Leanne, if you're that wide, just keep looking down that line. You should be able to stay on side there. Tiff, good work.
It makes us a good team. His energy definitely helps us.
It really pumps us up. Like we get our excitement from seeing the fans and seeing it packed everywhere.
And with the fans that we've cultivated over the last 2 years, it's awesome.
I think the thing I like best is the atmosphere. We have this amazing stadium and facility that on game day just goes nuts. And there's 1,500 people here, and it's just, I mean, how can you not play your best?
And the visitors get the energy of the crowd being against them and for us. And, you know, Red Raider fans are known for being rowdy, so we get that on game day now. The game starts, you know, you can hear our crowd for the next hour and a half. I mean, they're off the hook, loud and excited. I mean, you can't, if you're not here by 4:30, you know, you'll be here after the tailgaters show up for a 7 o'clock game. It's awesome.
We come early, we come like 2 hours early, so to see people out there even that early it's nice to know that we have fans like that. They like to come out and tailgate.
These huge tailgate, I mean, stuff built for, you know, big time football games is pulling into our parking lot, and they're cooking awesome food.
And to see people already out here 2 hours before the game has even started, it's really exciting to know that we have fans like that to back us up.
I always go out right before the team goes out on the field and get a piece of sausage or a little bite of sirloin or something that they're cooking up.
Oh, it's awesome. I love pulling up to the stadium and seeing our friends and family outside, you know, cooking out. That's awesome.
And this parking lot that we have out here is full, and people say, hey, there's something going on over here, and it just lends itself to the excitement of the game.
The visitors get off the bus at like 5 o'clock. They're like, my goodness, there's 200-300 people in the parking lot 2 hours before kickoff cooking it up and getting ready to go. So it's a cool game day scene.
It's a really good social connection point, I think, for everybody.
Yeah, the Red Raider Lounge is a great gathering place for our families, for recruits' families.
Because a lot of parents travel on Friday, so they can just come here and relax and eat a little bit and enjoy it and then go out to the field. And I definitely think it brings the team together, you know, our parents together and everything.
Families who live far away, when they come in, they see other families, just kind of a good meeting point.
Having that area for our parents to come to and before the games get to socialize and meet with each other, it's great.
That room was built for that purpose, a social kind of area for parents and recruits and everybody else, and it's worked really well.
And that's something that's so important for not just our team, but for our program and for the parents to get along and meet each other. So it's really a positive for our facility to have that.
It's exceeded our expectations. We had an idea, and it's just blossomed, and the parents have just run with it, so it's been great.
For people that are injured or whatnot, we have to come in early, and we come into the locker room, put our stuff down, and then go in there immediately. And I think that kind of sets the tone for the day, that it's, you know, mentally getting prepared for the game.
It's kind of the first stop-off point for the girls as they come into the complex. Even if they're not getting taped, they may just jump in there and see the ones that are. And our trainer, Laura Schnetgoki, does a great job. She's got the music blasting in there. She's got all her assistants working hard. It's a real festive kind of feeling. It's open. It's not something that's mandatory or anything. They just know that if at 6 o'clock they want to go into the team lounge, we have a team chaplain, Pastor Brad Jerkovich, who's at Victory Life down the road.
Welcome, Pastor Brad, back to the house.
He's here every Friday night, and I think he just really lifts the spirits. I think prayer for a lot of people is a way to calm nerves and, you know, kind of relax the situation.
It's a good form of stability in getting your mind right, you know, every single time that we play. And you know, like a good pastor would, he provides that for us.
That's something that's really important to me, and I know to most of the girls on the team, just our relationship with God, and to be able to pray to Him before the game and ask Him, you know, to watch over us and to keep us safe and the other team safe.
You know, basically, I think the thought of the Christian athlete is God's given you these talents. You're about to go get to use them, so you should give thanks to the opportunity to play this great sport in a great environment, and that's kind of usually the tone. And that kind of sets, I think, a nice mood, and then they come into the locker room, and then we get jumping.
Here's the key for us. Right off the bat, set the pace. Put the bar up nice and high, tons of movement, tons of energy, tons of tackling, first and second balls. Just put a pace that's up there. It's a pace that we've played at, so it's nothing new.
Tom sets the tone, you know, for the team. As a head coach, you know, the emotional level for the team is a lot of times driven by the head coach.
He's very energetic and very focused on what our goals are for the day and what he wants us to do.
If you get there and move the ball quickly, they'll feel our energy.
Coach Stone has like this insane ability to like pump you up like to another level.
We love to listen to him speak to us before the game. It gets us really pumped up.
I think a lot of us look forward to when he talks before the game because it does get us prepared, and it's like that, the kind of speech that like makes you want to go out there and play.
All the horses tense up and their muscles like ripple, right? And they're like, they can see the finish line.
And then we usually wrap it up with some sort of motivational piece just to put the whole game into focus, or what's at stake, or what's on the line, or, you know, how hard we need to play.
At the end, he always kind of gives this like motivational speech part, and I know for me at least, my heart is like beating out of my chest when he talks.
He's intense. He gets us prepared. We listen to his pregame speeches. That really is it gets us so motivated before the game.
I'm just like, okay, it's game time. Like, let's go.
From a motivation standpoint, you've got to articulate that message with passion.
At the end of the day, you can be as tactical as you want, you can have X's and O's, and you can think you've got the greatest game plan in the world, but if you don't bring the heat, it doesn't matter. And if you play with great energy, sometimes you can do things that maybe on paper you shouldn't be able to do. And part of it is just the energy that comes out of this locker room right before kickoff.
If we're energized in the locker room and we're pumped up and we're all excited and we're having fun and stuff, I think like we come out and we just like rock the field. You know, we come out and we own it and it's ours.
We have a really kind of funny, humorous team, and I think once we start dancing and kind of goofing off, it gets everyone more pumped up and ready to play.
Music and getting in the mode of game day is a big part of what they do.
We turn the music up real loud, and a lot of the girls like to dance. Everyone has their own way to pump up for the game. Some people are more reserved, but most of the girls like to jump around and dance.
And you can hear them in there. It's a little crazy.
A lot of the girls, I mean, we put people's iPods in the thing and whatever music comes on. I mean, we have plenty of girls on our team that will make something out of anything.
We try to get some dancing involved, you know, kind of get spirits up. You know, I feel like when everyone's just sitting in their locker too quiet, it kind of means everyone's a little too nervous.
You know, the atmosphere in the stadium is going to be awesome. We need to be loose. And once the locker room kind of loosens up, then you can tell that there's that nice balance between focus and fun. And you've got to have that.
What all of those things are just a nice progression to a shot of adrenaline, and that's what you want.
They do a good job, I think, of setting the mood and getting everybody going, and they get great energy out of their, you know, their playlist.